You know, I have known Pabi the longest, actually, of all the guy friends that I've met here or acquaintance. I saw them as friends, but we were never really friends because I never really knew them. They know me, they knew who I was and stuff, but I never really know who they were or who he is. But yeah, he's like, I met first like this. There was a Congolese guy, my Aminata, Aminata's ex-husband, Rian's father. He's Congolese. So like when I used to come here, visit to visit her, and yeah, they would have parties and stuff. I have seen like a few of the faces, anyways, and one of these guys, that I called a friend anyway. He was like a cousin, or they call themselves cousin. You know, when they're from the same countries and they have known each other for long, they say they are families, anyways. So it's like when I moved here, I already knew the faces because I've seen them. I've seen him at parties, at the parties, and so once like I moved here, it was a little bit easier. Like, I know you. Like, hey, aren't you like Rian's uncle? It will be Rian's father's uncle, cousin, or however it goes. Maybe, yeah. So we got acquaintance, and it got easier. But I did not start. I started more hanging with them when I started smoking, and I started smoking. Uh, the first time I taste weed was New Year's Eve, actually, 2014. Yeah, I was in Gävle, and we were at a party. I went with some ex friends, and they had put they had put the weed in like a shisha bottle, and that's the first time I know, and I did not even know it was like weed. I thought it was shisha. It was like when I started feeling very light, and I felt like I was everywhere in that room. It's like something just opened within me. Also, I was everywhere, and apparently, I tried to make out with my friend's girlfriend at that time. Yeah, I think her name was Mua. Yeah, Charles, small Charles. Small Chelsea Mua. So the next day she was like, "You were trying to kiss me and all." I was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Yeah," but she was not feeling it. I was like, "Oh shit!" I did not even remember it. It was like, "Oh." But that's when the first time I remember I smoked. I tried weed, like cigarettes and stuff. When I was younger, I did. Also, like if I find that, I try to like light it and stuff, but I never smoke like that until even like in high school. I thought no, it wasn't. I would like when my friends go outside, they smoked. I would take a cigarette, but I do not even know how to like draw it in. If you know, each time I did, I would cough. It was like 18. Oh, 19 when I was 19, because I was a year older than some of the friends that I had. So it's like, yeah, when I was 18, they were 17, and then they got up, according to the age we came with, anyways, that was on our passport. So, how do you say it? So it's like, it was when we went out one night, VIP room in Fridhemsplan. That's the first time, how do you call it? I took my first halsblås. Smoked, really smoked. I could smoke without coughing. And from that night, it was like, wow. But yeah, weed, it was 2014 New Year's Eve to 15, I think. Yeah, like before we learned 15. Yeah, 2015 exact. From 14 to 15, like I jumped into the new year with the marijuana. But yeah, and I'd already moved. I had moved here to Rockford. Before, just if I like the weekend when I wasn't doing anything, I would go to Mashta. We chill there, smoke, and I'll come back. But then I started meeting the guys here, and it was first the Congolese guy, but him I stopped hanging with. It was like one day, I don't know what he. Also, it's like it felt like he had not slept, and he has been taking a lot of coke, drank, and it was on a different level. I saw him outside, and I don't know what I was gonna do, or if I was on my way back home. But we came home with me. We decided to come together, and then he had he had weed. It was just weed, but he was very touching, and I was not feeling it. It was very, and like when I was not feeling, he was like trying to grab me like really aggressively, and I was like, hey. I took his hand really aggressively off of me, like also. And since that day, also we talk, but we never like really hang in that. No, we did not. We did not hang in like that again. And we, if we hanged, it was amongst other people. I was not with him like alone in my apartment ever again. No, or I will talk to him outside. But like after this Congolese guy, then I started like seeing Pabi. I started talking. I was talking with Pabi when I had contact with this Congolese guy. So it's like he introduced us. I was like, oh, he sells weed also. If I need help, he could help me, and that's how Pabi came into my life, you could say. I started buying from him. I'll go out, meet up with him, and then we started like not building a relationship, but I started building like a trust relationship for him and stuff. And he started coming to my home. From there, we'll be sitting here chill. I will leave him. I'll go out. I'll like go buy something, and then I'll come back. And I started trusting him, like, and then I could leave him in my apartment. He had keys, but he had like his stash here. He was keeping his weed here, and I did not have any problem with it because I could like help myself. Like when I want to, so I did not really had a problem with it, and it felt like he was very careful the first time, but also it felt like he was interested in me. That's why he was careful or trying to be careful. And he tried to he tried to make passes at me a few times. I think 2 times, 2 or 3 times. But the last time he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it ever again. Like if you like deny me or reject me, if you reject me, I'm not gonna ask you ever again." Like, and I did reject him the last time he tried. So I believe like he got angry, and that's why he set me up with the how they call it. With the drugs, actually. Yeah, he did set me up with the drugs. Even like the first time he got arrested, if he even got arrested, who knows. His cousin just called me and was like, "Oh, Pabi, he's sick." But he left coke here, also on the table. He left like weed. It was a lot of coke. It was a lot of coke. I was like, bruh. And the way he left it on the table, it was like, okay. I did help myself. I'm not gonna lie. I did help myself, like, but it went like days. I did not hear from him, and I would call his phone, nothing, and I got sick. I got sick. I went to the hospital, and it was when I was in the hospital that his cousin, if it's his cousin, I don't know, Jump Kid was calling me. It's like, oh, we got problem, like, how they call it, Pabi has been arrested, and yeah, he said he has some stuff at your place. The people that have the stuff are like stressing us out, blah blah blah. So I need the things. I took permission from the hospital. I came home, packed the shit together, and gave it to them. I was like, if I knew, I would have saved like a bag, a bag of weed for myself, like bastards. Nonsense. But I gave them everything, as every single thing I had that he left here. Anyways, I gave them, and he's like he even said he was sending letters, as if he was like in jail. Like he was sending letters like that he want that I should give it to his to the jump kid. Money. He wanted some few things for him to buy him a few things and send it for him. I gave the money, everything to Jump Kid, like the letter, everything. I opened and then I passed it forward, and all of that. But hey, I feel like since he did not get what he wanted, then he decided to set me up, lie against me. Even also Lucifer also. Lucifer was after me for a long time, but I never saw. I saw Lucifer more. I don't know why, but I had like this fatherly respect for him. I don't. Maybe he reminds me of my father. I really don't know, but I had like this. That's the type of respect, and he just like he grew up in my eyes in a way. I don't know. Even people they saw him as a crazy person. Even my sister, when I would like, he would say, "Oh, that man is crazy. It's not normal." Blah blah blah. I did not see that in him. I did not. But they just wanted to fuck or like have control in a way. And when they couldn't, then they decided to like set me up and lie against me, basically. That's what it is. Or like they wanted to use me. It was a time when I was with Ivar, and like, but he also Ivar. It was like showing me houses in Africa, in Sierra Leone mostly. Like, oh, maybe we could buy this and live in Freetown. As if he wanted to build a life in Africa with me. Because I was talking like, oh, I would want to move back. Like, I do not see myself living here forever. And he was like showing, and it was like after he gave me a ring, but it was not like an engagement ring or anything. He said he just wanted to give it to me. I was like, okay. And it was a nice ring. It was a gold ring with two small diamonds on the side, and then like a pearl in the middle. But I threw it out when our relationship was done. It felt like I wanted to sell it, but it didn't. It was not worth that much, and plus it was like, nah. Let me just throw it. I threw it out, and if someone else took it, I don't know. But like when me and Eva was together, and Yusufa was just like, oh, you should bring him, take him to Gambia and stuff. Like, also it's like as if he wanted me to take his money. And I was like, Eva does not have shit like to take it. But I did not tell him. I was just out. But the way he was talking, it felt like he wanted me to use Eva. But it never got to that point. I just say yes, I'll talk to him. He'll come. But never, nah. But the way he talked, it was like that was what he wanted. But they used me. They did, yeah. They used. But hey, there's no stress, yeah. It's no stress. I got wiser by that. Like, much more wiser that I got. And all of, even like this Nakam talk show. Yeah. The Pabi. He told Jump Kid. They were trying to make me look like, how you say it? I was hungry for fame. Like, that was what they were trying to make it look, what they are. And, because also, I do believe they were like thinking, how was I going? Also, how was I doing what I was doing without fucking, basically, without opening my legs for any and everyone, like being on TV. Because I do believe some of them have had the they do not talk about the things that they do or their dreams and stuff. But I do believe like some of them have wanted to be like in the spotlight, be on TV and stuff. But and it did not really. Maybe they got like a role, but they had to do something for it. Whilst I did not. I just signed up on statist.se and I met people on like haters. Haters start sending people, cameramans or people with camera towards me. And yeah, from there on, it just went. And it wasn't like I was getting paid in that way. I was not, nah. In the way they were seeing it, that's not exactly the way it was going. But you know, when someone is jealous or you want something and then you see someone that is not, hasn't even tried hard for it, got what you have been trying like maybe 10, 15 years to get. But sometimes, you know, we're in the wrong job. You want something, but that something is not for you, but you cannot see it, so you keep like going, and they keep rejecting or using you, but because you're not supposed to be there, that's not the job for you. But hard head sometimes, so we don't want to listen, you know. Sometimes we want what we want. Some people are like that, don't want to read the signs and be like, okay, maybe this is not for me, let me try something else. No. But yes, I believe it's jealousy. Jealousy that got them to set me up. The Nakam. Oh, they, how do you call it? They ordered food. And Shireen, she too. I knew her from Master time. She was actually the girl that was together with Campus. Nyawa's brother that I liked. But Sharon was a cool girl. Like she was kind. Like, she was never rude to me or anything like that. So, like I could never, you know, so you like someone, but someone likes someone else. So you just have to be like, oh yeah. And she was not a mean person or rude towards me. Now, each time we were together, she was nice. We talked good, and we had fun. Like we were not friends in that way, but when we were together, acquaintance, we could talk. We talked anyways, and was cool. So yeah, she was the one that cooked the food that we had at the Nakam shop, but they ordered from her. Well, no one told me like they were gonna order. It was like last minute. Jump Kid wrote to me and was like, "Oh, do you wanna go so to the Nakam thing again?" Because the first time I was like, "Yeah," and the first time it went good, and then the second time it was last minute. But he did not even tell me that they ordered food, that everyone like swished 200 crowns. No, I could have sent my money, but I did not know that. And then when I got there, it felt like there was like you could just pick from so whoever you want, like take from their plates. So it's like they're trying to make me look like a beggar, like I was begging for food. No, it was like when she was snapchatting or whatever she was doing. But her, those are the type of people, they don't look at their marriage. They are focused on destroying other people's life, whilst their marriage is like literally on the, I say, on the cliff. Like nothing is working out. The husband is fucking the cousin or babysitter, I don't know. Like your home is upside down, but yet you want to help make fun of someone else or destroy someone else. Like, bitch, are you normal? The baby you even have, that's not the husband's baby. You got it out of prostitution. You've been fucking. But hey, you see, I'ma mind my business, unlike you fools. Which I will not mind my business. So as long as you motherfuckers said you will not mind your own business, the ones that have been minding my business for me, they are the ones that are minding their business now. They have been watching me minding my business. So me too. Now I've been watching. So let me say what I've been seeing. Just like how they have been saying what they see, even when they don't see it. But yes, your home is upside down, but you don't focus on that. Instead, you want to focus on who to laugh at. Even like, also, you have a dream, but your dream, you're using it to make fun of other people. Like the talk show, you can talk. Like, you good, you can talk. But the shit that you choose to talk about is like, bitch, there's so much more. But it's like you don't choose, not like talk about, but it's like you choose to make fun of people on your whatever thing, on your dream, because I believe that's a dream of yours. That's to be a host. Like, I do believe it, but when you're doing it is wrong. You will not get the views you want. Nah, okay, that's why you have not uploaded anything more. Maybe the show had died. I brought it back a little bit to life when you had me there, you know. Well, look at what we were talking about. Like, I felt like you guys were talking. Also, we were talking bad about white people in a way, and quite a little. How do you call it? There was like a white Arab, I don't know, Polish, I don't know, guy, and his girlfriend. I did not even know they were together. It was later when I saw like on her Instagram. I was like, are they together? And then she was talking like that about white people, and like I was like, bruh. And the boyfriend was in the room. But it's a fake relationship. Those are the type of relationship that it will not go far. They just use each other. They will just use. He used her and she used him. Like, basically, that's what it comes down to. It's like fake ass, y'all. These people. All the shows. That's why. Knock 'em. Knock me, then give me the knock 'em. The Gambians. Knock 'em. The knockers. I've heard stories Gambians dealing with people like as a teaming up together, but you motherfuckers met your match, yow. Chop on them. Aye. I got the Gambian in my blood, yeah. In the whole of Africa. The whole of Africa is in my blood. So it's anyway, Ugandans, any sound una come out, Nigeria, would they put una bakusa una come out? Like, don't fuck with me. Nah, that's why when I come into your life, I come in peace. But if you want war or me to leave you people in pieces, I will leave you in pieces. When I come in peace and with love, respect. I give it to all of you. All of you, even you, the Nakam, your baby. Yes, the baby I held. I gave it respect. That's why it was smiling. If it was, the baby was smiling away, you never made him smile. Like, your baby. Hey, don't switch it. Don't change. Nonsense. You'll be a very unhappy woman. Jump from one place to another. Rubbish. Oh, I don't know. They forget who they are. But hey, she does not remember who she is. Again, she's not on this planet. They pack makeup, fix all kind of shit on their face. The thing that you should be like focused on, you're not. Fools. Big time fools. Live on here. But yeah, so these people. It was a big old setup, everything. He knew also. Because, like, probably when he came, like, I told him I did the credit card fraud, when they closed my account, everything, and it was like, what? I said, why did you do that? You should have not done it. That's what a lot of my friends did in their account. They got rid of their accounts and all. No, you shouldn't have. So it was a lot of things. It was like, oh, you should, how they call it, go and open an account at Forex. I already had an account in Forex. So it was just like for me to get a card. But I don't know. He went through my stuff. Yes, Bobby went through my stuff. He was even stealing my clothes. Mhm. He was. I could as I had trust for Bobby. I could leave him here. Like even if I go to my boyfriend, I could leave him with my keys. He will be here, sleep. He. I don't know. He said he and his mother, like their relationship. Sometimes it was rough. It was rough. But he could come here. He could be here days. Like he's in his. Also, he was on the couch. I'm in my bed. No stress. Not that I felt, anyways. But hey, they got their own plans. You see, they got their own plans. Even when you're good to them, kind to them, they got their own shit. But it's like that's why sometimes I feel like people you cannot be kind to also to people nowadays. It feels like you cannot be kind. No, you cannot be helpful because they don't appreciate it anymore. They don't. They don't appreciate kindness and truthfulness. They don't. They don't. They just want you to lie and use and be mean. That's what they appreciate. Mhm. I ain't got time for that shit. Nah. So that's why I cut them all off because they're all fake ass. All of you, I cut them. Cut. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. But hey. Ah, that was it.